Welcome back. It's the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, and we're finishing up our South Australian netball coverage down in the state's southeast with the KNT Netball Association. Sally Bywater is on the line with me to tell us everything that happened last weekend. How are you, Sally?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. Let's get straight in because it was an entertaining round, but probably not as tight as we've become accustomed to. I think as the year's gone on, it seems like the teams at the top have sort of separated themselves, and I don't think we're quite seeing as many upsets as we were seeing last year and in the early stages of this year.
No, it feels completely different this year. We've obviously had those couple of power horses at the top that, Mundulla and KNT may lost one game between them, so that's just a fantastic effort. And Penola and Border Districts up there as well, which we're used to seeing. So, it's pretty standard all year. And, let's hope those last 3 weeks bring some different games up for us.
Well, let's get into some of those powerhouse teams at the top and the wins that they had over the weekend. We'll start off with Penola, 57-41 over Kingston. They're the reigning premiers, Penola, but not sure they're quite on par with Mundulla and Keith, and I think a 16-goal margin over Kingston probably doesn't do a whole lot to bring about belief that they are going to get there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They've obviously had a great win here, 16 goals against Keith, 57-41. So obviously Kingston are playing some good netball, and they're always up there. They can make some upsets over these last few weeks, but Penola really need to put their foot down and stamp ahead to play some good final series. But a fantastic effort here by T and Lithgow for Penola, who shot 44 of those 57 goals, which is just a fantastic effort.
Yeah, certainly not to talk down Kingston at all. They've only had 2 wins for the year, and I think they might have both been against Padthaway before they exited the competition. But nevertheless, actually that's not true. They beat Kybe Bolite earlier in the year by a couple of goals. But nevertheless, they've been competitive against some of the better teams. Haven't quite got the wins to show for it, but they have had some really competitive efforts throughout the year. So Penola, good enough to get the points in that one. Border Districts went down to Mundulla. We thought Border Districts playing at home might be one of the teams that would be a chance to stick it to Mundulla, but the Tiger Train just rolls on 39-21. Excellent defensive effort in this one, especially on the road.
Absolutely a fantastic win here by Mundulla, but Border Districts really did take it up to them. They lost the last quarter 13-2, so that's just showing how good that Mundulla side is in their defence. They limit Border Districts to 2 goals, but obviously Border's up there till that last quarter with them, only going down by 18 at the end with 11 of those in the last quarter. But as we keep saying, Mundulla's a great effort this year, which is fantastic to see. But I think Border Districts might be a dark horse and might be able to cause them maybe upsets those top 3 teams come the next finals.
And 13-2 goals in that fourth quarter. It sounds like Mundulla, even though they had a solid lead going into the fourth quarter, it sounds like they just didn't want anyone getting anywhere near them and threatening to ruin their perfect season. So it sounds like they just went full foot on the throat in that fourth quarter.
Absolutely, and they had an unchanged side. They had 7 players that just continually played that whole game, and Border Districts made as many changes as they could in that last quarter, but obviously just couldn't get the goals on the board. So again, great defence by Mundulla and keeping that ball rolling for them.
Mundulla looking unstoppable at the moment. Naracoorte had a road win over Bordertown 39-30, and much like Penola's win over Kingston, they get the points, but I don't think this win will do a whole lot to change the perception of Naracoorte. It puts them to 5th on the ladder at 6-6 for the season, so they're certainly working their way into the finals picture, but yeah, not too sure they're going to be making a whole lot of noise in finals if they do finish the season there.
No, that's exactly right. Obviously, they have snuck into the 5th spot after this win, but again, not very convincing against Bordertown, who's only had the 2 wins and sitting 9th on the ladder. So I think a great game by Bordertown. I know they're really struggling with injuries at the moment, so they're a bit depleted, but obviously taking it up and only losing 9, which is great for them. But yeah, Naracoorte really need to make some strides in going into these last few weeks and see how they can go against these top sides.
All right, so Naracoorte get the points in that one, and they will certainly have their eyes set on finals. We'll see how they go over the last 3 rounds. Last game for the round, it didn't involve Kybe Bolite. They had the bye. It was Keith over Lucendale, 47-33. So pretty convincing there from Keith against a team who, the Roos, they'll certainly be pushing with Naracoorte to get that last spot in finals.
That's exactly right. Yeah, Keith obviously having a fantastic season, getting the win by 14, which was fantastic for them. And I think they were all very lucky to play inside last week because last weekend wasn't very nice weather outside of everyone else. But yeah, Lucindale really need to have some good wins over these last few weeks. So obviously this loss has taken them back to 6, so they will be fighting for that 5th spot in the next few weeks. But yeah, obviously I don't know if they can take it up to Keith, but a great game here and a great win by Keith to really cement that 2nd spot for them.
All right, so that was round 13. We're getting into round 14. Like we said, just 3 rounds to go, and the finals picture is heating up. There are some massive, really important games this weekend. Naracoorte are hosting Border Districts. Like I said, Naracoorte home game, and, well, both teams really desperate to win this one. Naracoorte just one win behind Border Districts, and they've got the game in hand as well, having had the extra bye. So a good chance for Naracoorte to actually move up the ladder here and really look to cement their spot in the finals.
Absolutely. I think they do have to get the points in this game. And when they played in round 5, they did get the win. So they won against Borders by 8 goals over Ingarote. So this is a home game for them this week, and they really need to take it up to Borders and get the win. So it is possible. They can do it, and then they'll be level pegging there. So let's hope they have a great game, but I think Borders will be too strong in this one this time.
Might be a little bit too early with 3 weeks to go to call it an elimination final, but it virtually is an early elimination final, that one, depending on how the results go for the rest of the year, of course, but it could come down to whoever wins that one does get that last spot in the final. So a mouth-watering matchup there at Naracoorte. Penola hosting Kybe Bolite, and the equation's pretty simple for Kybe Bolite. Their season is done if they can't win this one, but if they can get the upset win on the road, they will have a chance, a slim chance at that, of sneaking into 5th spot and playing finals. So a huge game for Kybe Bolite, but Penola at home, they're going to be hard to stop.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. And I do think if Kybe do lose this one, that probably is their finals gone for the year. But again, when they played in round 5, they got the win by 4 against Penola, so they can do it. They've got the belief that they can. Again, they are on the road, so I think Penola will get the win here and cement that spot in the top 3 for them. But yeah, Kybe have to really put up a great effort and a great fight this week to get a great score on the board and hopefully win for them.
All right, let's get to the match of the round. Mundulla, top of the table, undefeated, hosting Keith, 2nd on the ladder, 1 loss and 1 draw for the season. Really, really good game coming here, no doubt about that. But if you're Mundulla, what do you do in this game? Do you play to win? Do you risk showing some of your combinations to the team that is very likely going to be playing you in a grand final or somewhere along the line in finals? Or do you take it easy and maybe not worry too much about the undefeated season and, keep a few secrets up your sleeve for the final series?
It'll be very interesting, and I reckon both of these coaches will be very strategic in what they do this week. Obviously, we are tipping it as the game of the round, and it should be, it will be. It'll be a great game. Mundulla got the win by 7 goals last time in Keith, so I think it'll be one for the ages, but I think both of them will keep something up their sleeves. I don't think we'll see everything out on the table this round, and we will hopefully start on the grand final in a few weeks' time. But I think fantastic game. Really looking forward to the result in this one, and great combinations over the court would be great to see. But again, I think both coaches are very strategic and they'll leave some little tricks up their sleeves.
Cannot wait to see who gets up in that one. But I don't think we'll be reading into the result a whole lot because I think both teams will probably keep a trick or two up their sleeve. Unique situation for 2 potential grand finalists to be meeting this late in the season. And it's, very intriguing to see how the coaches and the players are going to handle that. Last game of the round, Lucindale hosting Kingston, and a good chance for Lucindale to get another win on the board and keep their finals hopes alive as well. In that middle pack, there's a few teams pushing for those last couple of spots, and Lucindale get the game against the bottom 2 team, so stage is set for them to really get one hand on a finals position.
Absolutely. They do have to have that win probably to sneak back into the 5, and you keep winning, you're going to make it. So that's what they need to do this week, and they had a win by 9 goals last time they played. So I think, again, let's hope it's a great game. Kingston's got nothing to lose, so let's hope they come out fighting and really take it up to Lucindale this week. And I'm really looking forward to scoring this one as well, because I think it'll be fantastic again all over the court, but Lucindale in a close one.
Bordertown on the bye this weekend, and that is the action in the KNT Netball Association for round 14. Thrilling round ahead. Good luck to everyone taking the court tomorrow. Sally, enjoy all the action. Looking forward to recapping a very exciting round with you next Friday.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you very much.